Hey Jessica. Yeah, this background would work. Actually, one of the earlier ones works too. It's just that you want the caricature to be the main event. So I'm just gonna make it bigger because I'm gonna put all this in one folder just because it really needs to be bigger. It's really cool. You don't want it overshadowed by the background or the text because that's really secondary. So I would make it really big. Just because it actually looks really cool, and it's okay if it overlaps. But now you could just move the text around this. Maybe not this big. Make it a little bit smaller. Another thing too you could do is move this or make it a little bit bigger, the background, because then you can you'll just be able to see the caricature even more. So I'm just gonna and see, I'm looking at where the negative space is falling, and I like the tree, but I don't want the tree to cancel out the caricature. So even right maybe about like that. So something like that, I think is more meaningful. And then you've got, you can see the caricature well. You might want to just move then the text. Where's the text? Fred. You can just move the text a little bit over to accommodate it. Something like that. You can even, I don't know. I know there's a lot of editing that goes into this. I probably kind of play with this a little bit so it's not. Probably put this up a little bit. So anyway, yeah, I think it look. I mean, what do you think? I mean, it's your caricature. You could bring the shadow. No, I'd leave the shadow right there. But let's just look at the history and just and you can just tell me what you think. I'm going to just go back to where we started, which is right here. And then back to just with some adjustments. And I just think the caricature looks a lot better now, don't you? I mean, and you chose a nice background with a lot of this negative space in here. So, okay, so anyway, yeah. And, I would still clean up some of these little areas here because your eye really goes here because this is like a pointer, and so your eye really goes there. So, and you could, where's the shadow? You might want to move the shadow down just a little bit so it's really, you can see it really attaching here. And then I would pull it down this way. I would do the perspective transformation and have it go like that in that direction. Okay, so anyway, I hope this helps, and you made a lot of progress with this. I think that it's really there. I would just make the background, I just make the just a few small changes. Okay.